Growing up, watching The Twilight Zone, The X-Files, and terrifying my childhood self by reading books about UFOs and aliens, it's fair to say that I have a bit of a soft spot for a good story about what's in the skies above us. For this reason, the trailer for Amazon's The Vast of Night caught my eye. Here's the official description of what this movie's all about. At the dawn of the space race, two radio-obsessed teens discover a strange frequency over the airwaves in what becomes the most important night of their lives and in the history of their small town. I recommended this to a friend after watching it, and this is how I summed it up. Small town Mexico, 1950s. While the whole town is at a basketball game, the girl running their local switchboard and the guy at the radio station start getting weird signals coming through their earphones, and reports start to come in about something in the sky.
718 here at WOTW. We got a sound we'd like to play that seems to be bouncing around the valley tonight.
Yes, I have a story that might be helpful.
I can tell you what's going on.
The sound we heard out in the desert. It was coming from thousands of feet higher than anything could fly.
I loved this movie. There's something so great about its simplicity. I think it's a good example of how a lot can be done with very little. This was made for under $1 million, but hits like something with a much bigger budget. The way they've made things work within the budget are accomplished by a few simple tricks. Firstly, the events covered in the movie happen over a few short hours on one night in one small town, so the scale is kept small. Additionally, there are some fantastic long takes through the film, including one magnificent one where the camera goes from the desk of the switchboard office, out the door, down the street, right across town, across a field, and into the stadium where the basketball game is happening. It was so smoothly executed that our eyes just got wider and wider the longer it went on. It was marvelous. Lastly, there are some long periods where there's just one or two people talking. Now, usually long dialogue-heavy scenes with the camera lingering on one person get very boring very quickly. But the way that the lines are delivered and the contribution of the content of the dialogue to the developing story of the movie was masterfully executed. It's almost hard to believe that this is the first film made by director Andrew Patterson. The skill on display here feels like it's someone who spent years crafting engaging and well fleshed out stories. Tie this in with the sound design, cinematography, and color grading of this being immaculate, and we thoroughly enjoyed this. It does a brilliant job of slowly building up tension without flashy visuals or on-screen pizzazz. It's done with intriguing dialogue that pulls you into the mystery. We were fully on board this the whole time, and I reckon you should check it out too.